Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be showing a Thrudd Trap. Now I just got Thrudd because there's a poison brag coming up with him having the brag card. And this is not an original concept, this has been used for a while, but the reason why I'm using it is because for a poison brag, if they want to select him, it's going to be very, very difficult to both weaken him in order to poison him and then kill him, which will leave it to, let's say they choose Hawkeye, which is probably fairly common, and then the chance of them messing up said brag will be pretty high as far as I see, because it's really easy to do the math wrong, or maybe they make them bleed and then poison and don't realize the bleed resolves first if they cause the bleed first. So to do this you don't need fellcrest, although it helps a lot, and you can tell I just kind of threw him together out of what I had. It works best if you have 4 of these. I used max mats on this. I should have split it, but I cycle so much that I'm sure I'll get a new one. Another one of these also helps, but if you have fellcrest it will substitute. I'm going to go and do gauntlet 6. I'm going to use Logan just because these will make sure that those shields pop every time. And this takes forever, and of course I just freaking blame my browser stuff, so I'm going to actually have to download through all this. But it's very reliable. I ran into, for some reason my game froze up and said that my browser doesn't play WebGL, so that's why I just deleted everything on it. And I was in the middle of doing this, so I know even if he does his 2-turn attack, I know I can still get this to work. So Karmic gave him luck up. Look at that, it's popped already. Which always resets them. You can bleed again. Reset. Probably quicker would be to get him under fellcrest. So now instead of resetting them right away, I'm going to use the sleep to hopefully speed things up by just hitting them with fellcrest over and over. Like you saw, my fellcrest aren't leveled up. It'd make it a lot easier if they were. Excuse me. So yeah, this obviously isn't invaluable, but as far as Guild War defense is concerned, but anyone who's going to try to use a high turn attack on him, like what do you call it, like Box of Frogs, which I know is really popular during the poison brags, they will have a lot of difficulty doing so, because he'll just, like I said, 2 bleed daggers is much better, but he'll probably pop his reset and keep him from getting under 7 turns, hypothetically anyways. Make it at least a lot more difficult. Another thing this is good for is if you're having trouble with Gauntlet 6, obviously, since you see they're not doing anything. And even if he doesn't get a fellcrest, the way I have it set up, you can cycle to either 1 or the bleeding dagger in time to reset him. To speed this up, I should have been hitting him with these arcanes on the turn that fellcrest resolves. I don't know why I'm messing up like that. But yeah, even without fellcrest, this makes it a lot easier. The 2 bleed daggers, 4 cycle shields, and then, I don't know, 2 gravy barrels like I have. Probably the quickest way. This has to be one of the longest ways to do Gauntlet 6, but it will get it done. Don't ask me why I threw that arcane at him early. This one I probably should have put music for. Sleepy time. I wonder how this would go on auto. I wonder if the computer's stupid enough or smart enough. Probably not. Maybe if I don't know. I'm gonna reset him right away. Oh, that's right. He already interrupted. Forgot about that. See, it's not hard if you screw up with at least with the arcane missiles to get back to the correct rhythm. Did it poison him? I knew it defense downed. See, and I don't know. It depends on who you're fighting, because the main thing for trade up is how the level differential, and you know these guys are level 100 something on each of them. So I don't know if someone with like level 70s coming at me, if I got him to level 15, which would make him a high enough level to use Vegan Guff, which hypothetically should get him to trade. I don't know if that's enough of a differential. So I'm just going to keep it super low to make it really hard, because otherwise hypothetically with the right set of cards you could weaken them and then poison them fairly easily. But I'm just going to keep it on this low and see what happens. See if I get a higher normal loss rate. Set our run time at 8 minutes. Yeah, this is going to take forever. I'm going to try the next round on auto, but I'm just going to end the video here. But yeah, that's my plan. So if you ask why I have such a low Thrudd, and I'm one of the more sticklers about raising up all your heroes' defense for Guild Wars, that is my trap. Hopefully, that's the thing I'm most interested in, is seeing how many people successfully beat me but fail to brag, because I think that will heighten, because I know how many times I'll chew through a really easy opponent and then screw up the brag on the second one. But yeah. Alright, boy.